We only spent 3 days in Oaxaca, but it quickly became one of our favorite stops in Mexico.
Yes, strange.
From the food to the colors, the local culture to the landscapes. Here are 5 things we love doing in Oaxaca and why we'd happily come back. The best way to get to know Oaxaca is just to walk around it, and a guided walking tour was a great place to start.
Our tour guide Sue is leading us around, telling us some more stuff about the history of Oaxaca, political stuff, holiday celebrations, food and things like that. Enjoying the walking tour?
Yep, it's really cool. Our tour guide Sue is really knowledgeable and, as they always are, really informative and everything, really clear about the history and stuff. So
Definitely street art street.
I liked it, and in the end we gave it a tip of 500, so it's about 20 pounds, which I think was fair for it.
yeah, I thought the tour was really cool. It was a really small group. There was only 5 of us, so that meant you could talk a lot with the tour guide and felt a bit more like personal and intimate, which was nice. And she was really knowledgeable, as I was saying earlier. And obviously, yeah, she took us to all the best places for photos and showed us all the interesting historical places as well in the city. So yeah, definitely recommend if you're in Oaxaca.
Yeah, I'll leave a link down below. And also she sent us a PDF, kind of like a tourist guide to Oaxaca. Obviously we leave tomorrow afternoon, so I think it is a good idea to do walking tours like early in your trip if possible. We're doing it on the last full day, so not the best. Because yeah, sometimes you get some insider knowledge like that, so that would have been helpful earlier, but otherwise, yeah, nice activity. We've definitely seen a bit more of the city.
There are some Oaxacan specialties that may not be to your taste, but are definitely still worth a try.
And now we are walking down towards the central area, because you have something in mind that you want to try.
Chocolate frío.
So basically like a cold hot chocolate. So I haven't heard anything
Cold
about
chocolate.
it. Emma's doing the planning, so I'm just doing the walking.
Following along in the
Yep.
drinking.
So let's go check out what Oaxaca is like. So, have a little try.
Chocolate frío.
You're not good with those lids, are you?
Now putting the lid on.
Now I licked the lid and it was very sharp.
Oh no. Ease the pain with some chocolate frío, which means cold chocolate.
It's like a cold hot chocolate, but it's a chocolate shop, and I think probably they use like really good ingredients, because it feels not like it's just a sachet and whipped up. So good choice, Emma.
And it was 40 pesos, wasn't it? So that's like,
About £1.50.
yeah. Not bad, not bad.
Cheers. Delicioso. Take it and walk.
Yep.
Tejate.
Yep, it's a local Oaxacan drink with corn and cacao. Extraño, pero interesante.
What's on top? I'm gonna get moustache.
Sí. ¿Te gusta, no?
Yes, strange.
So the drink is pretty interesting. It was 30 pesos for this medium-sized one. The bit on top apparently is the solidified natural grease of the ingredients. And actually the drink itself is quite nice. The bit on top is a bit kind of like a greasy, fatty layer. But yeah, otherwise interesting one to try. Native to Oaxaca. No gracias.
Está completamente integrado, pero cuando entra en contacto con el agua se intensifica su sabor y
Chocolate products. Is that chocolate chili?
Well, yeah.
Chocolate chili, chocolate honey.
Wow.
Rico?
Sí.
Muy rico.
That is
It was good. Tastes nicer than the other one, right?
Oaxaca has some of the most affordable Michelin-star restaurants in the world, and this opportunity was too good to miss out on.
Buenas tardes. We are going to take advantage tonight of something that was actually recommended to us to do here in Oaxaca, and that is to go to a Michelin-star restaurant, which neither of us have ever done before.
No.
So that'll be cool because that's a new experience, but from what we can see, it's actually quite affordable, at least compared to some of the Michelin-star restaurants in other places around the world. So yeah, we're really looking forward to it. It was called Levandura de Olla, and we're on our way to check it out now, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it should be good. Hopefully the food's nice, Michelin star worthy.
You get the best water you've ever sipped.
It's nice out of clay pot, I tell you that.
And the celebration and ceremonial dishes.
Can we have the fried quesadilla with fish?
The fried quesadilla, okay.
It's my first time trying mezcal and passion fruit in a cocktail.
And this is my agave juice. Salud.
Mushroom tacos?
Yeah. With some sort of like Oaxacan guacamole or salsa.
Fried quesadilla with fish.
Catch of the day, apparently. Really good, thank you. Yeah. Lewis making the pork tacos.
I've already destroyed the beautiful thing.
Presentation. Oh well.
A little bit classier than some of the street food that we've had. A pork rib taco with blah 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 and blah blah blah. And it is nice.
Yeah?
It looks so good that a woman even came over and said, "Which one are you having?"
She was jealous. Michelin-star tacos.
First in my life.
And the last, maybe.
21 years old, one Michelin-star restaurant tried. The last course, apple cinnamon tamale.
With a cream of some sort.
What's a tamale?
I don't know.
These are our friends at the next table. They're the ones who recommended that we come for this Michelin-star meal. So including our dessert, drinks, everything, and we added 10% service charge. The food came to 1.45 thousand, and we put a 10% tip, and it came out to £66 or £33 British each. I think very reasonable for a Michelin-star meal. So we had a nice finale to our Michelin-star meal. One of the waiters saw me taking some video of the kitchen and some of the staff and stuff like that. He invited me into the kitchen to have a look, and also he was showing us the tomato table. So many different varieties of tomatoes that they use in their cooking, and they source from all over the region, which was really nice. But yeah, what do you think of the meal overall then?
It was really good. I feel like we missed out not having the tomato salad now, but that's okay.
It was recommended to us, but we didn't.
It was really delicious, and obviously the service was amazing. But definitely once in a lifetime experience, I guess, going to a Michelin.
Once in this country or once in this trip, maybe.
Yeah.
Because yeah, it was pretty affordable. You know, £66 in total, and that was with a tip. That's standard meal in England, so or a little fancy maybe, but yeah. So that was really nice. I'm glad we did it. Had a good experience, and I think we're just going to have a little walk around town and see what the nightlife and if there's any more celebrations for the dead going on. But Michelin-star restaurant meal, check.
If you've got time for just one day trip from Oaxaca, Hierve el Agua is one that's definitely worth it.
Super nice views, so definitely worth it. Have a little dip. Wow, this is already a good view behind me. So that's the view. That's why we do it.
Visiting just before Day of the Dead, we were lucky to experience the city come alive with decoration and celebration.
Wedding anniversary. That was quite cool. We'd been learning from Sue on the walking tour about the globes made of paper mache used for celebrations and stuff like that, and that one was obviously for a wedding anniversary, and it was like a whole street party with music and people throwing candies, so got no one for me. So yeah, that was quite cute.
Certainly happening in the plaza, lots of live music, vendors, food, and really busy. So many people. This is what nightlife looks like. We don't know what that is.
Normally in bed by this time.
Yeah. Come to think of it, that sounds pretty good. Sombrero meaning hat.
So lots of nice celebrations going on in the square and fun nightlife stuff here in Oaxaca in the lead up to Day of the Dead. I think we've had just a really good time in Oaxaca. Done some cool day trips. It's a really cool city in terms of like colourful murals and nice to walk around and everything like that. So yeah, anything you'd add about our trip?
I definitely recommend coming here for sure if you're in Mexico. Definitely recommend like a walking tour, going to those Hierve el Agua waterfalls and just exploring the city, eating good food, maybe hitting up the Michelin-star restaurant. So yeah, overall it's been really good. I think we stayed here 3 nights, and if we had another full day, I think that would be really nice.
With that, I think we'll say good night and goodbye for our time in Oaxaca. Next up, we're going to Merida. So follow along if you're interested to see what we get up to, see what's good in Merida, and we'll see you in the next one.
Yeah, thanks guys.
Bye.